Everyone's racing. Faster careers, faster returns, faster dopamine hits from checking the stock app. But no, one ever asks, where are we going? We chase the next dollar, the next upgrade, the next opportunity, and somehow we end up further away from freedom. Here's the truth: speed feels like progress until you realize you've been running in circles. The people who win the money game aren't the fastest, they're the calmest. Because real wealth doesn't rush, it compounds quietly, patiently, and deliberately. Welcome back to Enough Theory, where we redefine what success feels like. In this video, I'll show you how slowing down can actually speed up your path to financial independence by removing noise, reducing stress, and helping your money grow in peace. Here's what you'll discover: the hidden dangers of moving too fast with your money, while the calm investor outperforms the anxious one, and three simple habits to slow down your finances without falling behind, because the real flex isn't constant motion, it's constant peace. Let's start with a simple story. Ethan is 27. He works hard, trades crypto, and checks his investments 12 times a day. He's doing everything the internet says successful people do. But when you talk to him, he's anxious. He's never satisfied. Every win fades in seconds. His portfolio goes up, but his peace of mind goes down. That's what I call the speed trap. The speed trap happens when we mistake movement for momentum. We think, if I'm not doing something, I'm falling behind. So we overwork, we overtrade, we overthink. And ironically, we end up broke in energy, broke in focus, and often broke in money. Because fast decisions come from fear, and fear ruins compounding. The fastest way to stay poor is to try get rich quickly. The richest people didn't grind harder, they built habits that allowed their money and their mind to grow without chaos. Slowing down doesn't mean being lazy. It means being in control. When you slow down, you start noticing things most people miss, like how your spending habits mirror your stress, and your best ideas come from quiet. Think about it. Every impulsive purchase, every rushed decision, every panic sell, it all comes from speed. But every smart investment, every well built business, every calm conversation comes from patience. Slowing down creates space, and space is where clarity grows. Clarity builds consistency. Consistency builds compounding, and compounding builds freedom. Most people burn out because they confuse activity with achievement. But when you slow down, you stop chasing and you start choosing. And that's when your time, money, and energy finally start working together. Stop trying to outsmart the market. Just automate. Set a fixed day each month where a portion of your income automatically goes into an index fund or an ETF. You don't have to time it, watch it, or stress about it. Over time, this automation does what emotion never can. It stays consistent. Automation is the bridge between chaos and control. Here's the rule: every dollar should serve a purpose. Before you buy something, pause for 3 seconds and ask, is this moving me closer to my enough number or further away from it? Most people buy to feel better in the moment, but intentional spenders buy to live better long term. They don't chase upgrades, they chase alignment. This one most people skip. Once a week, sit down with your numbers, your thoughts, and your time. Ask what drained me, what gave me energy, and what decisions felt rushed. This 10-minute ritual turns chaos into awareness because reflection slows you down long enough to course correct before you crash. And that's how calm people stay wealthy, not just financially, but mentally. Let's wrap this up. We live in a culture that celebrates chaos, hustle, speed, and urgency. But the truth is, the calm investor always wins. Because slow doesn't mean stuck. When you slow down, you give yourself permission to think clearly, spend wisely, to invest consistently, and rest deeply. You stop reacting and start compounding. That's how you build a life that's not just rich in money, but rich in meaning. So take a breath, slow down, and remember wealth isn't about racing, it's about arriving.